Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Birch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Darius Geis. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch the safety creep. Okay. 45, come on.
On first down, Birch. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Throwing on 2nd down, Haskins. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 43. Shoot.
They'll try the left side. Birch. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Let's go. Get the flag. Here we go, G. Come on. Match up. Right, me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you. Yep. Motion. Check. Hard. Shoot.
Back to throw. He'll dice, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Let's go now. Push the outlaw. Let's get off the field,
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbs. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here we go. Check. Walk 54. Strip the ball.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On 1st down, Moon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at about the Redskins' 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go one more. Undercut.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Lucky.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We're scoreless after 1. They'll run on first down. Dobbs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd down now, Dobbs. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burke. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. And his kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Shift. Go.
On first down, Birch. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Let's go.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28.
First down, Atlanta.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 25-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Dobbs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Play action now. Brissett under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check 55, Mike.
Here's Brissett. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hunter Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the ball comes loose. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. On the down
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Brissett. And his pass incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Falcons.
Let's go now. 60 outlaws.
They run the counter. Dobbs. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brissett now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looking to throw, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Birch. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
45 the mic, 45 the mic.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They go play action with Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Come, baby. Woo! Yup. Check right. Watching you grind. Here we go, T. Here I come. Check. Go.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He's coming. We got double up. Check. Crunch. Delta. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Get in the way.
From the 22, Haskins. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brissett. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
36.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now this throw caught left side and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Brissett now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. -9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. That is caught at the 7. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let him know, let him know.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
The Redskins send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead, you got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
On 1st down, Birch. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Ready. 50, go to base. 55. Hey, eat. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Hey, switch gears. Go. Twist.
Following the penalty, it's Geis, able to slither by. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That's good for a Washington Redskins first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. On the ground, Geis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Brissett looks to throw. Flush to his right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No. No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.